I'm actually Tschida, for those of you guys that don't know. I'm an orange status presenter. I've been doing Unique for like a year and a half. I joined as a kidnapper. I'm wearing a really dark shirt, so it's like whiting me out. I joined as a kidnapper, and so don't ever turn anyone away because you never know. So tonight I was going to talk about parties because I legit am about 99.9% positive that the only reason I am successful is because of $0, zero interaction parties. They are what took me and my business to the place we're at. I've sponsored, I think, over 300 people. I have a team of 1,000, or in different countries. And I would not have been able to do that without parties. I started this business with like 200 friends on my Facebook. I had just gone through and deleted like hundreds of people because I was like at that point in my life where I'm like, nope, I don't need those people. So I deleted a ton of people, and then I joined, and they were like, you want to get to 2,000 friends as fast as you can. So I was like, oh, shoot, that sucks. I'm going to see if I can turn my light down. I guess I don't know where it is. Okay, so how many of you guys have parties going on? Like, just by show of hand, how many of you have a party going on right now? Okay, awesome. Pat yourself on the back, do a little dance. So I don't know about you guys, but parties, they weren't necessarily something I dreaded, but they were also like something I didn't understand the point of. Like, I understood that ultimately we were hoping we would get sales from parties, but like, why am I doing? Do you guys want to, if you're not muted, do you want to hit the mute button? I don't know who it is, but you just click the screen and then there's a mute at the bottom, just so that it doesn't get all crazy. Okay, so shoot, I lost my train of thought. I'm so awful, just so you guys know. So they weren't something I really understood. I didn't understand the point of like, oh my gosh, I'm doing all of these parties and I'm just praying that I get orders, right? That's what we do. We just like, eventually we're going to get $1,000 party, right? And so I just kept booking them ever since, like literally since I've been with this company. I have always had like a minimum of 5 parties every week, but there have been some weeks that I've done 40. I try and do as many as I can, but if I'm like having a busy week, I stick to like 3 to 5. So I always kind of thought there was like some secret that I didn't know. Like, these Black status presenters, these girls that are getting all these sales, like, they must have some secret. They must be like doing something crazy in their parties. But I found out like there is no secret. There is no perfect script. I know Liz and Kylie and Brittany and all these people have so many awesome scripts for us to use. But you have to understand that you could use every single one of them, and it doesn't mean you're going to get sales. There is no perfect script. There's only you, and you make the script different. You make it you make it, I don't know. So you add your own flair to it. So don't feel like you have to copy and paste everything because, you know, someone else did it and was successful. Make it you. So can anyone else relate to like feeling like, why am I doing all these parties? Feeling just like, holy cannoli, I'm doing 5, 10, 20 parties and they're not getting anything. So I want you to like clear your head completely, like erase all things about parties that you think, unless you are really good at them. And I want you to like repeat this, stick a sticky note on your forehead, put it on your mirror, put it somewhere. Parties are not for sales and they are not for interaction. It doesn't matter if you get 1 sale. It doesn't matter if you get any sales. It doesn't matter if anybody comments. It doesn't matter. If you can get that in your head and you can remember that, you will love parties. I think I realized this maybe like 8 months ago. It kind of like all clicked. And I was like, oh my gosh, parties aren't for sales. Parties are legit your place to build a bigger network, build a bigger following, have more people to message, have more people to reach out to. Because think about it. Let's say a minimum, you're going to do 3 parties a week. Okay. So those 3 hostesses are going to add anywhere from 10 to 400 of their friends and family. Okay. Because we all know there are those girls that add every single person and you're like, hallelujah. And then there's those people that add 10 and you're like, oh crap. But those parties usually do okay. Anyways, so those 3 parties, they're adding 10 to 500 friends. You are going to add all of those people. Your friends list just went from being 200 people, local people, to like maybe close to 1,000, maybe close to 600 or 700 from just a couple parties. You have new people to offer the opportunity to. You have new people to message about parties. You have new people to interact with and build relationships with and, all of that good stuff. So parties are huge for our business because they're giving us so much. And if you can think of a party as like I said, a place to build your following, build your friends list, and also a place that you are literally like dropping seeds down like crazy, because really, like, that's what we're doing. We're planting seeds in this party. We are, showing them our product, being a little more salesy, because on our profile, we're kind of like, we don't want to be salesy. We don't want to be posting our link and talking about products every single day. We're a little more like, oh, I love cats. Look at my fun cat. It's so cute. Or, oh, look at my kid picking his nose. This is so funny. Whatever. We're just weird on our profile. But in the party, we get to be a little more salesy. We get to be a little more product focused and a little more business focused. And it's kind of fun. So I am going to talk to you guys about legit step-by-step how I do my parties, how I get my parties, what I do during my parties. And I'm also going to talk to you like for a second about what your profile should look like and why it should look like this. And then I'm also going to talk for just a minute about posting and praying. So how I get my parties. So there are multiple ways to get parties. And I think a lot of us post and pray, right? We do a post for a kit and we pray that we're going to, sorry, my mom called. Okay. So we make a post about the kit and we're like, it's only $99. Okay, and then we think 800 people are going to just flood our inbox. We're going to have tons of messages. We're going to get all these people because we just launched a new kit. Everybody wants it, right? No. No one's going to do it. I mean, yes, sometimes we get a person that does it, but you're not going to get flooded with messages. Nobody gets flooded with messages. You have to do the behind the scenes work. You can't make a post saying, who wants free makeup? And then just think, oh my gosh, everyone's going to just want free makeup and do a party with me. It doesn't work. Or, whatever. Do any kind of post and think that you're going to get flooded. That is called posting and praying. And it doesn't work. Like, I am telling you, it doesn't work. You could ask Kylie, Liz, I'm sure they've, experienced this. They can't just do a post and people flood them. And they're high up. It doesn't work. You have to do the behind the scenes. So I talked to some of the girls on my team who also do a lot of parties. One being Gabby Thompson, who is like my queen. She is blue status and she will legit one day be on stage talking about parties. But she's taught me a lot because for me, I can do a post that says, free makeup, and I get a lot of comments and it's great. But I also know that a lot of the girls on my team can't do that because they don't have the following I have. So this is what you have to do. You can't just make a post and say, hey, who wants free makeup? Or, hey, I don't even know. No one says who wants to do a beauty bash, I don't think. But who wants free makeup? Seriously free. I'm going to be giving out as much free makeup this month. Let's say you get no comments on that. You get no likes. You get nothing. So then you think, well, shoot, I tried. I'm not going to get any parties. No. You're going to go to your chat. You're going to message everybody that's online. You're going to say, hey, Danielle, I want to get you some free makeup. Can I get you some free makeup? Let's get you some. No, I just say, hey, Danielle, let's get you some free makeup. What's your email? I didn't ask her. I didn't say, when does it work for you? Is that okay? Is it okay if I ask you if you can do a party, please? Like, don't beg. You're offering her free makeup. Ask her for her email. That's all you need. Get her email and say, awesome, woohoo, I'm so excited. I'm going to get it started, this evening. So boom, you booked a party, okay? Let's say you have to message 30 people and you book 3 parties. It's not that bad. And if those people ignore you, you can always go follow up, in a week or 2 and be like, hey, Danielle, you didn't message me back. Don't you want free makeup? So don't be nervous. Just do it. And I promise you, the more people you message, you're not going to feel as uncomfortable. It's going to get easier and easier. And those people that say, why would you message me? Don't message me. It's not even going to matter because you've messaged 80 other people that want to do parties with you. You're going to be like, whatever. Guess you're not getting free makeup. Sorry. So that's how I do it. A quick, hey, let's get you some free makeup. What's your email? That's it. Okay. Let's say I do a post and someone says, they want free makeup. I will message them and say, hey, yay, I'm so excited. It's super simple. All you're going to do is you're going to add your friends into this awesome beauty bash that I'm going to do. I'm going to talk about my favorite products. I'm going to I might do a fun giveaway. And then every order placed goes towards you getting free makeup. What's your email? And that's just a more of a detailed version if someone wanted more info. So then I get their email address. I create the link. I do mine in closed groups. You do not have to do it in a closed group. Some people do them in events. I don't really think it matters. The reason I like groups is because I can easily go back into them. You can find them a lot easier than events, I feel. So I do a closed group. Now this is key. I feel like this is key. You cannot leave your hostess hanging. They don't know what in the heck they're doing. They just agreed to do something to get free makeup, but what do they have to do? Anything? Yeah, maybe we told them you don't have to do anything, but if they do something, it's going to help. So you get the party started, you message them and say, hey, Danielle, you can start adding your friends and family in. Once you get them added in, we can start getting you closer to we can start, how do I word it? We can start getting you your freebies. Okay. So make it sound like something's in it for them. All they have to do is add their friends in. Okay. So now they've added 10 to 500 of their friends. And now you've got them. Okay. You don't have to worry because they've already added their friends. You're good. Even if they said, I don't want to do this party, you got friends to add. So you're good. That usually doesn't happen. But anyways, you're going to message them some hostess tips. Okay. So I have something already saved on my phone and, so I can just quickly send it. But I basically say, hey, Danielle, I know I told you that you don't have to do anything during this party, but the more interaction you have, the more you comment and tag your friends and like my stuff, the more your friends are going to, interact, the more they're going to see my stuff, the more orders are going to be placed. So I give them a little script to post, and it says something like, hey guys, welcome to the Beauty Bash. I'm super excited. I saw Ashley, live one day, and I fell in love with how her products worked, and I'm so excited to learn more. Something super, super simple. Because let's be real, they don't know me. They know the hostess. They don't know me. So by having your hostess make a post, it's going to be really helpful for those people to start seeing it. She could even ask a question or, something. But then I go in. Here's where you don't have to do this, but I do because I feel like it's worth it. I go to shopmissa.com, shopmissa.com. Everything is 99 cents. I'm sure you guys have already seen this website, but they have adorable little canvas makeup bags. I make a post, my first post in the party. Maybe it's my second. My first one I think is just like a quick welcome. My second post is a video of me. And it's just me saying, it's like 30 seconds long. And it is just like, hey guys, I think I kind of explained the party basically. like how it's going to work and where the link is going to be, and that, you know, I'm not a makeup artist, but I love makeup, and, you know, we're going to have so much fun. In the post, I have a post that will say, what, does it say, what is the one product you can't live without? It's either what is the one product you can't live without, like beauty product, or have you tried any of our products? If so, what is it? If you haven't, what are you dying to try? So I have that post. It's one of those questions. I message my hostess and I'm like, hey girl, okay, so I'm super excited to get your first freebie. If you can get 10 of your friends, now let's say she added 500 people, I might say 20. If she adds 10 people, I might say like 8. If you can get 10 of your friends to comment on the post that I just did, I'll send you a little makeup bag. So it's 99 cents for me, but I'm getting to know at least 10 people in that party. So I'm getting to know 10 people that are going to tell me what their favorite thing is. And you don't have to do this, but you can definitely make this post and tag the hostess and say, what's yours? You know, tag your 5 favorite friends. You know, you can do it differently. But I do that, and then my hostess is super jacked. I'm like, yeah, just tag some of your friends and, you know, get them interacting. So then they're commenting and they're like, oh, I'm dying to try, I need something for my, you know, dark under eyes. What do you have? Like, they're asking me questions. They're telling me what their favorite products are. And then I'm building a relationship with them on that post. So that is how I start my parties. Okay. So hostess training, a really good interactive post. And that's about it. Then second step is on day 1 maybe even, but usually day 2, I start adding everybody. I add everybody from the party. It's easiest for me, especially with the amount of parties I do, to just add the people that are seeing the post, because I can just hit add friend. And especially in those first couple posts where either the hostess did a post, if you can get your hostess to do a post, a lot of the people in the party will see it. So I will just hit it and I just add a bunch of people. So by day 3, I've added a bunch of people. Now here is where your profile is going to come in handy. Now, if you go onto your profile right now, would you add you? Would you go on your profile and say, wow, she looks like a lot of fun? Or would you go on it and say, wow, she definitely sells unique, and unique. Every post is a product. Would you add that person? I mean, honestly. So you have to look at your profile and you have to be able to see, like, okay, I'm not salesy on my profile. Like, seem kind of fun. Even if you're not super fun, who cares? Like, as long as you're not being a salesperson on your profile, you're pretty much golden. So you want to be pretty welcoming on your page so that when you're adding these 500 people, you have about 3 seconds to impress them. They're not just going to be like, oh, she's that unique girl, I really want her on my friends list. No, you gotta give them something. So make sure your profile looks good. Do a really awesome, you know, selfie profile, make a weird face, whatever. So then all these people are gonna be like, oh, Ashley, I want to add her as a friend. Oh my gosh, she looks like so much fun. So then you have all these new friends. You guys, now I have 500 more people that I can reach out to, that I can share the opportunity with, that are gonna interact with me. It's awesome. Okay, so I'm trying to think now. I don't want to get off track. Okay, so add people, now you got a new audience. Okay, so now my party script. Now, I have changed my script 1,000,001 times, probably like everybody else. We always try to master the party script. But I have found, for me, what works is to talk about like maybe 4 of my favorite products. Because for me, it's overwhelming. Like, I'm only posting for 6 days, and if I'm going to talk about 20 products, I'm definitely not going to get, I don't think I'm going to get any orders, because they're going to be like, what the hell do I want to try? There's too many things. So I really, really, really focus hard on the mascara, because I feel like that is just like one of my favorite products. And then from there, I talk about like maybe a couple other things, maybe brows, foundation, obviously, and like concealer. And I call it good. And I really, really heavily focus on it. So day 1, day 2, day 3, I'm, posting mostly mascara and then adding a little bit of foundation in. The last day, and I'm kind of like boiling up for this. I literally make collages of like the mascara with different people using it and me, the foundation with different people using it, the concealer with different people using it, and then I change it up. I can't remember what the last one usually it's those 3 products, I guess. So I do these collages, and then that last day, about, I would say around like 7 o'clock, maybe like 5 or 6 o'clock, I guess, until like 10, I'm posting like every hour, and I'm saying, my first favorite product, like I'm talking about my top 4 products, right? And I'm just heavily going on them every hour I'm posting, so that it's kind of, I don't know if you guys have ever been in like a book party, but that's what they do. Like for days, they just very slowly like lead into this. And then that last day, they just pound you with like tons and tons of books. And they're like, look at this one, look at this one, look at this one. So that's kind of what I do on the last day. I make sure that everybody knows it's the last day. And yeah, so that's how I do my postings. And then as far as the behind the scenes work, because like I said to you guys earlier, you have to be doing a lot of messaging. You can't just like make a post and pray that like everybody in that party sees it and is like, oh, I want that. You have to send messages. So what I do, let me get this up really quick so that I remember. What I do in my messages, this is actually from Gabby because she's awesome. And if you guys want to look her up, because she's rockstar, Gabby Thompson. So this is what Gabby kind of taught me to send. You don't want to be salesy in your message, because you're really basically thanking these people. So on day 3 or day 2, you can start messaging people. And you basically are going to say something like, hey, Brandy, thanks so much for being a part of so-and-so's beauty bash and for supporting her. I'd love to find out more about what you like or what your makeup skincare routine is like. Something like that. Or you can say, hey, Brandy, thanks so much for being a part of so-and-so's beauty bash and supporting her. Is there anything you're excited to learn about? Oh, I didn't read that. Sorry. But just something really simple like, hey, thanks for joining. What are you, is there anything you want me to touch on? Is there anything that you're struggling with and that you want me to, go over? Something really, really basic, but it gets you in and it doesn't make you come across as someone that's looking for a sale. Doesn't make you look like you're like, oh, let me, what do you want to order? Come order stuff. Like you're just like a friend and you just want to help. I've had people not want the groups, so I went back to events. Yeah, I guess it just depends. Groups, events, I don't know if it really matters. Events, it is easier to message people, but I prefer groups. Okay, so that is how I message. So that is on day 2 or 3 that I'm messaging. I've added all of the people. I'm doing the posts. Tag your hostess in a lot of your posts. Even if it's a quick, like you've got your, foundation and you're doing your foundation video. And then at the bottom of that post, you say, hey, Betsy, have you, I don't even know, you should post your selfie below. Let's color match you. That's another thing I've done that has been really, really helpful. So I hope I'm not going all over the place for you guys. But so during my parties, I don't do this every single time, but I definitely did this in the beginning a lot. So something that helps push the interaction button a little bit. If you're willing and you're okay with spending 99 cents at Shop Miss A and getting some little bag, you can do a little giveaway. So at the beginning of your party, you can say something like, hey babes, who wants some, who wants a freebie during this party? You can get a point for answering my nightly questions. You can get a point for ordering. You can get a point for booking a party. So sometimes that's helpful because 99% of the time, nobody orders or you don't get it. And then I also make sure to say, it will only, I'm only doing the giveaway if it hits the $200. So if it doesn't hit $200, I'm not sending anything. But if it hits $200, I'm okay with that. So, sorry, I don't know anything about events very well, so I don't use them like ever. But so I do that, and what that does is when I make these posts, I say something like, hey guys, if you post a selfie below and let me color match you, you'll get a point in the giveaway. So then I get like 10 girls commenting their selfies, and I've got 10 girls to message and be like, hey, thanks for posting your selfie. And I definitely comment too, and I'm like, hey, you're taffeta, do you have dry skin, oily skin, what's your coloring? And then I also, not only do I comment on the post because I want that to get more interaction, but I send them a private message. And I'm like, hey, Kelly, thanks so much for posting your picture. You're so gorgeous. I definitely think you're taffeta. I'd love to help you grab it. Just something super simple. Like you have to message. I really realized that messaging is where it's at. Like if you can just suck it up and know that out of the 80 people you're going to message from that party, only maybe 5 of them are actually going to reply, it is worth it to find those 5. Okay? So get in the messenger. That is like my biggest tip to you. Even if it's just a, hey, thanks for joining in the party, and that's it. Okay? It doesn't have to be anything like special. But then on that last day, the day before the last, so day 5 or day 6, however many days you do it, I reach out to all of those people that I've messaged. And I'm like, hey, Kelly, party ends tomorrow, and I'd love to help if there's anything you're interested in grabbing. I'm even going to throw in free shipping right now. You don't have to do that. That's something I do because I just feel like it's worth it. You could even say, hey, I'm going to do a bulk order, and I can get you discounted shipping. So maybe you're going to place the order, you're going to ship it out to them, because for me to ship a package, it's like $3.30 or something. So it's a little bit less than 5. So I can save them a little bit of money. So you could even say, I'm going to save you a little bit of money on your purchase, so you don't even have to really lose out on anything. You can just be the one to send it. And then you can personalize it. I like sending packages because I feel like I can add a little something in there. I can put my business card. I can write a nice thank you note. So that is how I do my parties. Now, a lot of people get kind of frustrated because they're like, well, I offered this girl free makeup and now she didn't have a qualifying party. Well, maybe you have a lot of half-offs built up. I know I did. And so I would message my hostess and I'd say, hey, Kelly, I know your party didn't qualify, but I'd still love to get you a half-off item. What are you wanting to grab? Let's get it ordered. I'll give you until the end of February. So let's say Kelly is like, oh, thank you so much. Like, I'm not ready yet. You have somebody to follow up with for the next couple of weeks. Like, hey, I'm placing orders today. Is there anything you want? You've got that half off. I don't want you to lose out on it. Okay. So, or I offer 10% off to my hostesses. So just for doing the beauty bash, I really appreciate it. I'm going to get you 10% off for the month of July. It's not even July, January. So like just something to give them. And a lot of the time they actually don't use it. Like some people do order, but not everybody. During that party, not only though am I posting about those 4 products, but I am also really heavily talking about the opportunity. So you can share friend stories. You can share random stories, like maybe you just know I sell unique, so you use my picture and you make a post like, oh, Ashley was a cat mom and she just struggled to buy cat food for all of her 80 kitties and, something, and now she's found a way to do it all because of that $99 kit. Just something. I don't even own a cat, just so you guys know. But just so you have something to share that this opportunity is really life-changing. I also did a post when I do that point system. I did the 2 kits side by side, and I said, comment for your entry. Which kit would you grab, skincare or the makeup? So just little things that like get interaction. And like I said, 99% of the time, nobody ordered. so I don't have to do a giveaway. You know, so I do my thank you post and I say, oh, I'm so bummed. Like, you know, we didn't get our $200, so we don't have a giveaway, but I really appreciate, you know, getting to know all of you guys. And I look forward to getting to know you all on my profile. You know, make sure to hit the follow button and add me. I go live, you know, 3 times a week, and I can't wait to see you all on there. You know, something just like be yourself, be fun, and just know that like parties are not for a sale. You know, you are ultimately wanting to build more relationships. If you're struggling because you feel like you've reached out to everybody, you need to book some more parties and grow your friends list. So I think that's everything. Yep. The other thing, like I was saying with the planting the seeds in your parties. So almost not every, but a lot of the people that are on my team right now are from my $0 parties. I added them as a friend. They watched me grow for a year or more, and they finally joined my team. So just know that, like for me, it took me like 8 months of seeing the kit every single day before I ordered it. And I wasn't even doing it for the business. You know, it took me a really long time to want to buy the foundation because I loved my foundation. So just know that like most people aren't impulse buyers. Most people can't see a product for 6 days and just order. That's just not how a lot of people work. There are some out there, and those are great, but you have to know that in these parties, you can't just leave all these people after 6 days and think, well, it was a dead party. Sorry, I suck. Like take those people, put them on your friends list, and now you get to show them the fun side of things. And you know, so don't think that like it's nothing, because it gives you so much after the fact. But that is all I've got for you guys. I hope this was helpful. I hope that you go out there and get some freaking parties booked, because you could legit get to Cancun with parties, no doubt. So